Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Carmela. How y'all doing? Also known as Mello. I'm here with a movie review. So I just want to let you know that I did go and check out the good movie. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Actually, it came out last night. I was there for the opening and they did give us a gift. Let me show y'all. So they gave us these postcards. It's all for, you can send them to friends and family. This one right here, welcome to South Point. That's where it was at. And then Reaper's Curve is where it took place at. Then actually this is them all partying on the curb on the 4th of July. And this one right here is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, the note. So, and then this is the back. So you can send all four of these to friends and family. That's what's so good about going on the first day of the opening. They give out posters, postcards, all kind of gifts on the first day. Now they might still give them maybe the second day as well too, until they run out. So if you can get out and go see the movie. So this is a horror. This is a horror film. This is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Let me just pull it up real quick for you. So here's a picture kind of like of it, if you can kind of see. Those are the friends and the killer at the top. So I'm just going to give you a little synopsis. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a 2025 American slasher film. It is also directed by Jennifer Kaylan Robinson, who co-wrote the screenplay with Sam Lansky from a story by Leah Midrick and Robertson. It is the fourth installment of I Know What You Did Last Summer and the sequel to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer of 1998. So the sequel came out in it's a sequel to the one of the 1998. So this is like part two. We have the star back in there, Jennifer Love Hewitt, that made it out of the first round. She made it to the second. And maybe one other, the other guy that was doing the actual killing made it to this second one as well. Now, this is a plot that plays 27 years after the Tower Bay murders, when another hook welding killer appears and begins targeting a group of friends 1 year after they covered up a car accident in which they supposedly killed someone. You know what I'm saying? So this second one is really good. This is a Sony production, a really good production as well to me. Out of a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it a 10, a high rating. I mean, this is a dope movie. Like, I enjoyed myself all the way through. Even all of the visual effects, the lighting, the clothes they had on, all of the clothes, I was like, oh, them outfits, I was like, oh my God. Like, oh, what did they find? They had them girls looking good. Nah, they had them looking good. The outfits, the costumes, the makeup, down to their hair. Everything was nice, Out of the acting, I give it, on a scale from 1 to 10, I give the acting a 10. They actually knew how to act. It wasn't like I'm trying to watch a movie when I know it's a movie. You know how some movies you can watch, you be like, wait a minute, this acting is kind of off, but their acting was really good. All of those characters had to go to like special performing arts, casting call, like movie, you could just tell that they were seasonal actors. Like, they've been to them acting classes and they actually know how to act, all of them. So on a 1 to 10, I give it a 10. The horror, all of the killing scenes were gruesome. They were I did jump at one part. It made me jump. The main character, her name was Eva Brooks. Now, she seemed like a very churchy, like quiet girl. Like she wouldn't get into any much trouble, but she was the raunchiest one. She's the only one that had the 2 love scenes. And the first scene, she actually made out with a blonde. The blonde was dope. I would say she was like a spunky like type of girl. Now, she wasn't part of the friend. She was running her own podcast and she was doing a horror podcast. So when they made out in the elevator, I was like, shut your mouth. Not this young lady. You would think Eva they wouldn't have her play that part. But man, when they was making out in the elevator, I said, oh my God. Hot. So it just it blew me. It blew me. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But Eva was the only one that got her groove on. The church girl that got her groove on, you know. And the second scene, she had tried to have sex with one of the other guys that was out there with them, and she told him to. I think she said, "Smack me and choke me." That boy said, "I need a minute." Wait a minute, he had to step away and go give himself a prep talk. And then on the way back, he ended up getting killed. But even he was like, wait a minute, I got to step away and think about this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that, you know, because all guys are not into that, you know, slapping and punching and all of that. They, you know, some guys, it's a turn off, you know, and they don't even know why these girls come up with that. But anyway, the movie was really good. Like, so they were on the curb. It was the 4th of July. They were all out there. They were kicking it. They was watching the fireworks on the curb. And then they got a little crazy when the first car came around. Then a truck came around. The truck ended up going over the overpass, and they tried to save him. Now they did. They tried, but they couldn't save him. So then it was this whole big thing about, let's go down there, let's get him. Eva was like, let's go down there, let's get him. Was like, oh no. They was like, well, what we gonna say? Like, they gonna believe us? They gonna believe us that this was an accident? Like, you know, so they didn't want to take no chances. So they didn't go down there and save him. So they started getting the first postcard. You know, the friend was getting married, Danica. Now, she was getting married, and at the bridal shower, she received a note. And so she opened it, and it said, lo and behold, I still know what you did. And she said, well, who sent this? And everybody in the party was like, we don't know where it came from. And then she looked at it, and then Eva said, well, what does it say? She said, oh, nothing. She closed it up like, oh, nothing, and just put it back in the envelope. Then it was just a series of people coming up dead. They was having to fight this fisherman, and they was fighting for their life through this movie. Danica and Eva fought for their life through this movie. Literally, they did. They was like, they did not want to die. And then they brought in Jennifer Love Hewitt. She came back in. They brought her back in, and it was hot. You know, Jennifer, she looks so good. I was so happy to see her, you know, come back. And you know, this one was really good. Like, you know, it's just like, if you see Sinners, please stay to the end. When the lights come on, wait, because it's just like Sinners. And they got a special guest that you're going to see. I want to be down. I want to be down with you. Oh. Well, I ain't going to tell you who she is, but if you know that song. So you know it's going to be a part 3. Because Jennifer Love Hewitt, they came back in there like, what we going to do? Because I'm getting another one of these because they thought it was all over. But it wasn't over. You know, it ain't never over. When it's an open door at the end, you know something's going to go on. But overall, this movie, I give it out of a 1 to 10. I give it a 10. Go see it. Whatever movie you prefer. I just prefer the AMC because they get the lean back chairs and everything. I could kick my chairs up and really enjoy myself and everything. So, I hope you all like this movie review. This is my first movie review. If you please would subscribe if you already haven't, and also leave a comment down below and let me know if you've seen it and give me your opinion on what you think about the movie as well. Okay, I didn't want to tell everything, but I just told you the parts that stood out to me. Okay, make sure you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next video. Peace.